Hey, it's your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. Declaring your boundaries, declaring your life, getting your life empowered and on the right track, even if you're with a covert narcissist. Now, a covert narcissist is really under the radar. There's so much lurking underneath the surface that they don't reflect to you, they don't share with you, they keep locked up and hidden, and they're almost on that pure pedestal. They're really they've painted themselves in a light where they're kind of hapless, they're somewhat apathetic, extremely aloof, and very, I would just say, not lacking a certain appeal when it comes to putting themselves forward. They really try to take the backstage approach, the backroads approach, where they really want to be so passive that it creates a reason for everybody else to jump up and do things for them. And you can basically treat them like a prince or a princess, you know, turn it up hotter, turn it up colder, you know, move my pillow this way, fluff my pillow that way. I mean, you can be to the point where you're so wrapped around their finger that you don't realize what's being done to you. You don't realize that inadvertently to you, which you did not intend to be so servile in nature or so disregarded. You really thought that that was how you shared and promoted, revealed your love for them, that you made your love manifest by doing wonderful things for them. Whatever was required in the situation, you're very loyal, you're always there for them. And the covert narcissist very much is aware of this from the beginning, and they target people who are extremely high energy and have this, you know, unquestioning attitude about themselves. So they will just really kind of like be very hands-off, and you don't realize that you're doing a lot of the work. And even though you might take pleasure in the work, what ends up happening is on down the road, you realize you're not really deriving certain pleasure, you're not obtaining certain inputs from them. And what's very important is that they're so under the radar, they're so very quiet and mischievous in their own way that they're able to keep a lot hidden. A lot hidden in terms of either finances, bank accounts, relationships, fetishes, and it creates a situation where you almost want to actually start to bring out the worst of people. And you know, you feel like you want to pry, and you know, the minute you do this, you know, you start to become punished. You start to, you know, they start to try to knock you off, get you off track on that, and they don't want you to have a discussion. They don't want to air it out in the open. And so you're left with these half-truths, half-discussions, or, you know, no discussion whatsoever, and you're expected to just carry on. And meanwhile, it's just it eats away at you. And with the covert narcissist, do not fall prey to their quietness. You know, find a way to create more of a situation where maybe others can start to witness it with you. And so, for example, you know, if you're out with people and there's been things that have been kind of on your mind that they've kept tabling, you know, try to bring it out in the open while there's other people around. See if it changes their reaction, and start getting some answers for you. And then that way, when you're in the presence of a third party, of other quote-unquote normal people, they'll say, well, come on, Jack, you know, why don't you do this, or why don't you do that, or why don't you allow her to do this? And you'll get kind of that third-party validation. And not that you're going to, you know, put people in your corner, but at least it gives you a reality check. It gives you a reality sounding board for you to see exactly where you're at. And not that you then, after that, is kind of, you know, out in the open and aired out a little bit. Then, you know, you can just keenly and very suavely, very debonair, very smoothly let them know by these questions with other third-party recognition out in the open that you expect a little bit different from them, you require different from them, and you actually demand a little bit different from them. Otherwise, it's ultimatum time. It's time to hitch it up a notch. It's time to step to the plate. And it's either time to swing or it's time to walk. And once you do this a couple times, you'll be able to know for yourself which direction your relationship is headed. Peace and harmony with you here today. Please share, please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussion, and support. Love you.